Hi, Namaste. Welcome to Motivation Mondays by Meaningful Life, an inspiration to live with big hearts and open minds. And we're here today with Chris Kendall. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good,
Good to see
great.
you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So if you can start by just introducing yourself, who you are, what do you do, and where can people find you?
Perfect. Well, my name's Chris Kendall. I'm from Saskatoon here. I'm also known as the Banana Commander. I travel around a lot, so the best place to reach me is at therawadvantage.com. That's my website where I share all the things that I'm passionate about. I'm a raw food chef, I'm a holistic nutritionist, I'm a raw food lifestyle coach, and I teach yoga, athleticism, and emotional awareness practices.
Mm-hmm. That's great. So we can talk a little bit about the importance of food.
Okay.
And physical and emotional development.
Okay, sounds good to me. It's a huge subject and one that could fill many books or many videos for sure. So we can just kind of touch base on the fact that our emotional body dictates often our food choices. If we have a really strong emotional body, if we're really emotionally charged, oftentimes we're going to reach for foods that bring us down. We use food as a coping mechanism, and something I always like to talk about is just becoming more emotionally aware and allowing ourselves to feel feelings, to be in states and to move through them rather than use crutches or food or alcohol or anything else to replace those things, And on the other side too, if we really do pay attention to our emotions and otherwise we eat foods that keep us feeling good and high vibing, we naturally are drawn towards the lighter foods, the higher vibrational foods, fresh foods, ripe foods.
Yeah.
And it just makes us feel a heck of a lot better because it's not taking a whole bunch of blood flow and energy to assimilate nutrients that we could otherwise get from easier forms of food like fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, that's right. So talk a little bit about maybe raw food. And some of the culinary stuff that you do around the world.
Okay.
And, yeah.
It's lots of fun. I've been for the last 6 years working full-time as a registered holistic nutritionist, raw food lifestyle coach, and the chef. And just recently I was in Europe for 3 different festivals, one in London, in the UK, one in Denmark, and one in Slovenia, where I was working either as a chef or as the yoga teacher. And the base of the diet that I'm promoting and living and that I'm sharing at these festivals with talks and making the food is high fruit based, high carbohydrate based, low fat, low protein. High and low is all relative. This is just compared to the standard American. And if you want to get the results of standard American, eat that same way, But a diet based in fruits and vegetables, or all fruits and vegetables if you like, as much fruit as you want, as much greens as you like, and you can get really creative. You can be simple. I have days where I just eat melons for breakfast and bananas for lunch and mangoes and tomatoes for dinner. But I also have other days where, like tonight, we just did a feast here at Positive Passions. I had a Thai feast, so we had tons of pad Thai. It was like a coconut curry, and then also dehydrated spring rolls with like a papaya, tomato, zucchini wrapper that was like really nice.
That was really great. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's lots of fun, and I mean, making food has always been a passion of mine, so I developed a bunch of recipe books. I have a bunch on my site. All my services are by donation, so if you're interested in those kind of things and growing your repertoire of recipes, you can check that out too.
Definitely. We'll put that up too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Check out my iPhone app.
Definitely, yeah. It's great. I have downloaded the app, yeah. One other thing, maybe let's talk about inspiration, right?
Yeah.
So when you started on this journey, what was your inspiration? Or every day you wake up, what's your inspiration to do this?
Well, when I first got into health and health creation, I was at a really low place. I wasn't grateful for life anymore. I didn't want to live anymore. I felt depressed and always in my head, and I wanted to change that. And all the steps I moved towards health is towards more whole, fresh, ripe, raw fruits and vegetables or whole foods, plant-based living. And the more I did that, just the better I felt. I just felt better and better, and I started to feel grateful again. And I started to be able to skateboard more again. That was my original thing, was I just wanted to skateboard more. I wanted to heal faster. I wanted to feel springier and have that extra advantage, right?
Yeah.
And that eventually found me with raw food, and why I started the Raw Advantage, because it gives me the raw advantage to feel my best all the time, to become more in contact with myself and with others, and more true to my highest worth.
That's great. Any last inspiration or advice, comments?
You always have a choice, no matter what. If you can sit down and where you're at and just be what you're being, and then from there make your choice. Because so often we just make automatic choices. We use that skip in the record and just go to the path that we've gone down so many times. But we always have choice, and it just comes from consciousness of that. Whatever happens in life, whatever we're set off by, take a minute, breathe, relax. You're absolutely worth it. Those feelings, while they're dense and heavy, you'll get through them, and you get through them the quickest just by relaxing and paying mind to something else, or by just fully immersing yourself in it by breathing. And then choose something lighter. Choose something that is a treat to you, that you feel really good about. Have a bath, or make something really nice like the pad thai or something else, or just eat a bunch of fruit, or talk to a friend. But you're absolutely worth it. Take the time to process what you need to process, and try and be more conscious of your food choices and whether they serve you or not.
That's right. So thanks so much for joining us.
Absolute pleasure.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Much love. Namaste.